Listen, Skavik and I were working for a guy named Viidu. When he finds out Skavik's a separatist, he'll want revenge just like you. Do yourself a favor and go talk to Viidu in Fort Garnick. I guarantee he'll help get your ship back.
Who exactly is this mysterious boss of yours? How can he help?
Viidu is the king of cargo. There isn't a payload that comes to Ord Mantell that doesn't pass through him. Viidu's a smart guy with connections everywhere. If anybody can find your ship, it's him. I have to lock down this hangar, but I'll send Viidu a holo and tell him what's up. Fort Garnick isn't far from here. I'll see you and Viidu there soon, Captain.
Okay, so Smuggler is the only class that starts with their ship, and we've already lost it by level 3. So that is the beginning story. This is like the beginning of the Great Chase. So we are trying to get our spaceship back. Now we got another upgrade. I do want to mention that there's going to be all sorts of gear options. I'm not going to use any of them. I have a ton of different kinds of modded gear and things that you can use that you get as like freebies the more you play, that you can share with your characters that I get in the mail, things like that. I've got whole armor sets, but those are all perks for being a subscriber in the past. So what I'm going to do is try and keep this leveled out, only show you things that subscribers today would have access to. Okay, so with maybe one exception. Yeah, so we're gonna go talk to this Viidu guy, which means we have to go to the town that's nearby. So we're gonna work our way toward that town, and we're probably gonna run into another quest on the way, but it's gonna be right there anyway. So we'll pick it up if we decide to. And I'm suddenly using the Royal Wing. That is fascinating. Okay. Here's that quest coming up that I was mentioning. Let's go talk to this guy.
How do? Private Westner, 31st Recon out of Fort Garnick. Watch your head out there. Separatists deployed snipers in the area last week. Good snipers. Plenty of casualties between here and Fort Garnick. Those Seps will shoot at anything.
Who are their targets?
Soldiers, vehicles, civilians, especially the refugees from all the war-torn settlements. They pass through on their way to the refugee camp outside Fort Garnick. Boom. Sniper bait.
I might be able to do something.
We'll take any gun we can get. Fort Garnick wants those snipers retired ASAP. Commander Vray even offered a week's pay to anyone who makes it happen.
It's worth a shot.
Damn glad to hear it, sir. If you take out the snipers, report to Commander Vray at the refugee camp outside Fort Garnick. Good hunting.
Okay, so here's one of our snipers that we need to take out. And we're just going to handle this. Oh, by the way, I did mouse over this animal here. Like most games, some animals are friendly and some attack. This guy's yellow color. You see from over here. Well, okay, when I move my mouse, it goes away. But right here, if you look at your screen here, when I mouse over, you get a little yellow name that pops up. That tells me this guy's friendly.
Kanaya nukan, kinim nayalak mege. Manalang yang perlo, amka kalami nayakira lebua. Karaimi, nikak, kiniakak anak wamjam.
Okay, so that's one thing that you're gonna see. The aliens speak in other languages, and so there's captioning, which you may or may not be able to read. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be difficult to read on here, so I'm going to say I may have to just tell you what they say each time. So in this case, the guy said, "I heard you're the one who took out the snipers." That kind of hero's work deserves pay. So then he gives him the money. Now we have another person here, and this person's got a pink triangle, which means it is a class-related quest that this person has. They are also an alien, which means they're going to be speaking in a different language again.
Kaptola do patatuana wang kislimo poetai tukchachonga. Nakmanoya chuski nawi kuchusu yamata chutoya. Vafokpa chiwanta humpa muli rabam pawula.
She says, "Hey handsome, I see you're new here. This is a fine place to learn some new tricks, get good at your game if you know the right people."
I assume you can point me to these right people, maybe for a small fee?
Puno atupi yamatachi. Chidonka yilishka changaga babompa konkati.
She says, "No fee, first one's free. Go see Mantell in Fort Garnick." So Mantell's pretty close by. That is our pink here, and then our other class quest is this way. So we're going in that direction. Okay, so we have met our smuggler trainer. This is the dude that we will come back to pretty much every level for a while and come get more training from. You can see that the training has costs, but all of our training for this is free. The credit amount is 0, and that is, by the way, the monetary system in Star Wars. If you are not familiar with the series from, you know, society and humanity, because how can you live in this world and not know Star Wars now? I know, I'm just being snobby about it, but if you did not know, the monetary system in the Star Wars universe is credits. Credits are what are used. So we're going to learn these by right-clicking to buy from this guy, and now we've got some new abilities. I also want to point out this other thing over here. It's a lore object, and what this is here for is because it wants to introduce you to what a Rodian looks like, which is this guy, our smuggler trader. So we click on this, and it's going to give us some extra XP. Alright, so we have a codex entry for Rodian. Now our codex is, well, basically what a codex is. It's a book. In our log, our quest log, so we go to the quest log here, and open codex, and it's going to keep a track of things that we learn, places we visit. We've met Skavik, so it tells us what we know so far about Skavik. It species that we just met a Rhodian. And this is what Rhodians look like, and it's going to talk about, you know, different things with that. So that's going to keep happening over time. You have, oh, by the way, if you're a completionist, you notice here the species that were one of 44 species to meet, and persons of note, one of 86. There's a lot of cool stuff. If you happen to be a completionist type of person who wants to find everything and do everything, this game has got a ton of stuff for you. That is for sure. So here's our green door. We're going to go in here for our Smuggler primary quest line. Alright.
Welcome, Captain. I'm Viidu. Corso told me we've had a rough day. How about a drink to wash away our worries? Here's a toast to my favorite things. The best collection of artworks and exotic beverages in the whole system. And here's to the stupid separatists who destroyed it all. Between them and that backstabber Skavek, I am thoroughly ruined. The blasters Skavek stole in your ship belong to Rogan the Butcher. As employers go, he's not the most forgiving.
That's a tough break. I'm sorry.
Feel sorry for yourself. I'm working for him, but you're working for me. He'll blame us equally for this mess. He's killed enough people to fill a convoy of bulk freighters, and now we've crossed him. Rogan bought those blasters to protect his business from separatists. When he finds out what's happened, guess who dies first? The only way we're getting out of this alive is finding Skavek, your ship, and those stolen blasters. I've got an idea of where to start looking for Skavek. There's a guy named Reiki who's an expert on separatists. Problem is, Reiki's stuck behind a Republic blockade. Troops have his village surrounded while they contain the separatists there.
I'll bust Reki out of that village. Can't be that hard.
Forget about a rescue mission. We don't have time. I'm friendly with the Republic commander in charge of the blockade. I can get you in and out of the village. But you'll have to earn that free pass by taking out a few separatists to prove your loyalty. You up for that?
I'd kill those scum just for kicks.
Good. One less detail to worry about. Reiki's village is running out of basic supplies thanks to the Republic blockade. Things are getting desperate in there. I'll pull together a survival kit. You smuggle it to Reiki, and he'll tell you a way to find Skavek. Reiki's at a hideout in Talaran village. I'll send a message so he knows you're coming.